Kelly Clarkson's gone viral. Phoebe Dynevor had her first red carpet appearance, a major update on Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, plus Demi Lovato opens up about sharing her truth. Hey guys, welcome back to another shared news from home. We have all the latest in pop culture for you, but before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm your host, Fiona Zaring, joined by the wonderful Avery Grooms. Avery, it is just Monday and we already have so much news to cover, so let's just dive right in. Kicking things off with a story that I happen to personally love. Kelly Clarkson has gone viral thanks to the Swifties. As you all are probably aware of, Taylor Swift has re-released Fearless. We have Fearless, Taylor's version, and Swifties are losing it. Obviously, this re-recorded album is a result of that ongoing battle to get Taylor Swift her masters. And way back when it was really kind of all exploding, Kelly hopped on Twitter with a very valuable piece of advice. At the time, she tweeted, "Just a thought, you should go in and re-record all of the songs that you don't own the masters on, exactly how you did them, but put brand new art, some kind of incentive so fans will no longer buy the old versions." She tweeted, "I'd buy the new versions just to prove a point." So here we are, literally with that as a reality. Swifties are doing just that. It's like Kelly had a crystal ball. You know, we don't know if this was exactly the reason that Taylor went on to do this, but it feels like Kelly is owed a thank you, and Swifties have been sharing that tweet, obviously losing their minds and thanking Kelly. So what do you think of this, Avery? I feel like it's fun. It's hilarious. I love it.
No, it is so fun. It's like Kelly just manifested this whole thing to be what it is now. I feel like the circumstances that Taylor Swift had to do this under were obviously kind of sad and unfair, but I think something really great did come out of it. I don't know if you've listened to it yet, Fiona, but Taylor did just that. Added some new instruments. It's just all kind of heightened and you get the best of both worlds. So I'm glad she did it. I'm glad people are following that and then buying her new album just to basically prove a point and support her. And I feel like it all kind of worked out in the end. And thanks to Kelly for putting that out there in the first place.
Yes, I am so with you. I love that. That's the perfect way of saying it. She basically manifested this for all of us. It's so incredible because the new version is really the perfect balance of nostalgia, but like with new life. You can't put your finger on, in every moment exactly why it feels exciting, but it really does. You listen to songs you've heard hundreds of times. I know most Swifties out there listen to Fearless on repeat for years, but it really does have this new energy, this new excitement to it. So it's been such a treat. But this is kind of becoming more common, which is interesting. We are seeing other artists kind of go back, revisit their music, whether it's, for legal reasons, to get the rights to their work, or just for some nostalgia. And I feel like with the success that Taylor's version of Fearless has already had, this may become something we see more frequently.
Absolutely. I think a lot more artists are going to start doing this, especially, in today's streaming age and with contracts and with rights, it is going to get harder. So if artists weren't already lined up to do that in the first place, I think a lot of them will have to go back and do this. JoJo recently did this, Ali and AJ. That could be for nostalgic reasons or because of contracts and the whole streaming reasons as well. But I think we'll see a lot more of this in general because it always just comes out better than before.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, bands have been doing, you see greatest hits albums, right? Like this isn't like a completely foreign concept, but I think there's something so special about like artists we grew up with revisiting their old music because there is going to be that built-in nostalgia. I know McKenna actually from Bachelor Nation, I don't know if you guys watching are familiar with this, talked about on her social media, like listening to Fearless, but as an adult who had actually been through breakups, who could drink wine and just looking at the album through a completely new lens. So definitely a fun experience for all the fans out there. And we have more re-recorded Taylor albums to look forward to. So good news all around. I could gush about Taylor all day, but I do want to move on because Somebody else we love, Phoebe Dynevor from Bridgerton, just made her very first red carpet debut since Bridgerton debuted. She presented an award at the 2021 BAFTAs. She looked absolutely stunning in this sleek, one shoulder black Louis Vuitton gown. Literally looked like royalty. This will be the first time she's attended an award show in person since Bridgerton was released, obviously because of the coronavirus pandemic. You know, there's lockdowns, there's scaled down award shows, so it has been sort of different overall, but this is the first time we've seen her pop up at one of the ceremonies. Back in March, she did a virtual appearance where she wore a different Louis Vuitton outfit and also looked incredible at the Critics' Choice, but there's just something so magical about seeing her on stage in her element. I mean, she looked like such a superstar. I'm such a fan of hers. I'm pretty sure you are too. I mean, she just was glowing up there.
Glowing. I was like, is she even real? She's absolutely so flawless and like excels at everything she does on the red carpet or on screen. She's just always 10 out of 10 perfect.
Absolutely. And I have no doubt that she's just going to continue to skyrocket to superstardom. One of the things that has come with her being launched into like a household name level of celebrity is so much interest in, you know, her personal life, who she's dating. And lately, word on the street has been that she and Pete Davidson are possibly an item. We have talked about this on this channel, you guys. We've unpacked, you know, the details. What we do know is they're currently in two different places. You know, she is obviously in the UK. He is here in New York City. So it's not super serious as of right now, but people seem to believe that there really is a new romance brewing between the two of them. What do you make of this, Avery? What do you think of those two together as a couple?
Well, I mean, my first like initial thoughts are Pete always gets the hottest girls. So this probably is true. He's just always on it so quick. Pete Davidson's dating Ariana, just always models, actresses, beautiful women. And I know he has a great personality, so I see why they're intrigued as well. So, I mean, I could get behind this. This is something I could get behind, two beautiful people. But hopefully the long distance is working out if that is a thing, but we'll just have to wait for more on this one.
I know. It feels like it's early stages. We're getting all these whispers, these rumors. I'm definitely intrigued, but I think they're one of those where we're kind of have our eye out, right? We're not sure yet. We're going to keep an eye. See, like, I want their first, like, appearance together. Like, when they walk a carpet together, when we see them together, that's when I feel like it's going to feel a little more real. Like I said, she's obviously in the UK right now, and Bridgerton season 2 is set to start filming ASAP. I mean, it feels like every minute we're getting new little updates, new details. I am so excited, even with the sad news of Reggae, you know, not returning for season 2. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. I just can't wait. I mean, how are you feeling about more Bridgerton in the future?
Oh, I cannot wait. I first thought this was going to be a kind of show that I wasn't into just because of, I don't know, the vibes, the history. Like, it didn't seem like my thing. And I started watching it and it was pretty slow. And then I think after like the 5th or 6th episode, I was just on a roll, like couldn't get enough of it. And next thing I know, it's over. So I'm like, I cannot wait for this new season to come out. Shonda Rhimes, amazing. The costumes, amazing. The acting, even better. So there's just nothing really bad about the show in general. And I hope they keep that energy and get this next season out ASAP.
I know. Obviously, we're all like, we've got to pump the brakes a little. They haven't even started filming it yet, but it does feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to get some new episodes soon. So obviously, you guys, we have our eyes out for any and all Bridgerton news, and we will totally continue to keep you posted. Let's move on to a new couple in Hollywood that we are seeing a lot of. We've got no questions. It is so obvious. Kourtney Kardashian, Travis Barker, they are the latest A-list couple people are talking about, obsessed with, and they just got very, very flirty on Instagram. Back in January, a source confirmed that they were together and they made it Instagram official on Valentine's Day. So they've been together for a little while. They apparently first bonded over their kids. A source explained He's liked her for a long time, and she just got more open to the idea. He's a good guy and a really great dad. Her family and friends all really like him. The kids all get along too, which is sweet. So before we get into these little details about their latest Instagram, flirtation, what are your thoughts on them as a couple? I have to say, personally, I didn't see this coming, but I'm on board. I like them together.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was kind of unexpected, or just you never know with Kourtney. And I mean, her situation with Scott has kind of been on and on for as long as I can remember. So once I found out this news, I was like, but it kind of made sense, and just with the way their ages line up and their kids' ages, it all kind of seemed like they were ready for this. But I can't get enough of the pictures. I can't get enough of them. I totally stan after seeing this all evolve. So I'm definitely here for this couple. One of my new favorite ones.
Yeah, I am so with you. Those paparazzi photos of them out together, I started to really be into it. They just seem like a very cool couple to be around. And let's get to this latest Instagram activity, because I have to say it made me laugh. Travis just shared a photo from a recent music video shoot that he was on, and he captioned it with the lyrics from a metal band called Korn, writing, "All day I dream about sex with you," which is interesting because it's a photo of him sitting by himself, at a drum set from a music video shoot. You may not even give it a second glance and just go whatever, he's quoting a song he likes. But then he tagged Kourtney in the photo. So once fans picked up on that, obviously everyone has gone crazy. Feels very bold. He's really putting it all out there. I mean, they're not shying away from public interest in their relationship. They've really put it all out there. And, there's no right or wrong way to go about a new relationship, but I do think it's interesting just how famous both of them are, how publicly comfortable they've been in the early days of their relationship. It's definitely, I don't know, portraying a lot of confidence, I guess, to say the least.
It is. And it just makes people more interested, more intrigued, because it's kind of unexpected. And then I saw this picture, but a couple days before that, Kourtney also posted a picture of Travis's stomach, and it said Kourtney. He had a tattoo of her. And then the picture before that, he wasn't tagged in, but we all know it was Travis, and it was watching movies, but we haven't seen a thing. So they're getting pretty flirty, pretty playful with it on Instagram, but they know we want to see that. They know what we're doing, and I can't wait for more.
Yeah, oh my God. I feel like anytime a new celebrity couple is totally involving the fans, keeping people up to date, it just becomes one of those things where we're always looking for more. We're always looking for the next step. So it'll be interesting. They're definitely a couple we will be keeping our eyes on as things continue to progress. Last but not least, you guys, we have an update from Demi Lovato. She just stopped by the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and she kind of opened up about life now that powerful documentary is out. Her new album is out. She just reflected on it all. Obviously, listen, if you've seen the documentary, I feel like this is an understatement. It holds nothing back. Many fans have been talking about on social media how powerful it is, and how just watching it, you go on an emotional roller coaster yourself. And Jimmy asked if Demi had watched, obviously, the docuseries, and she shared that she watched it when the first cut is ready. She then has seen it 3 or 4 times since. She said it was challenging, and shared that she had a physical reaction the first time she watched it, basically an anxiety attack. I just can't imagine. It never really occurred to me until she said this, what it must have felt like to watch the cuts of this documentary and to sit down and take in her own story in that lens. I mean, I know the roller coaster I went on watching. It just must have been such an experience.
I cannot even imagine either. It just sounds like a roller coaster of emotions. She already had to be so vulnerable to do this in the first place. And I feel like just watching the documentary, it all seems very vulnerable. Everyone did not hold anything back. It was very raw and real. And, that's what she had to do to share her message and get that out there. But her personally going back and watching it and how it all unfolds, that has to take her places. And, she did this for the best, to bring awareness, to share her story, but that cannot be easy. This whole process could not be easy, but in a way, I think it was probably therapeutic. But like she said, she had an anxiety attack the first time she watched it. I bet because, like you said, Fiona, we were watching it also feeling all these emotions and different levels to things. Like it has to be hard, but I just applaud her for being so strong and able to just share a message like this.
Oh, absolutely. And I think when you really think about Demi's journey to get to where she is right now, this is actually not the first powerful emotional documentary we've watched from Demi, right? I mean, she has been so candid at so many different stages of her life, of her career, of her journey, with healing. And this one really feels like the climax, right? I mean, you can look at her career, you can look at the struggle she's been in, over the past few years, and to put it all out there with a new perspective, really from start to finish. I mean, she is just in such a different place in her life and her career. And I just applaud her. I applaud the strength to make the documentary. And now that I'm thinking about it, I cannot even imagine sitting through it if it was my journey. So I'm just, as always, so blown away by her. The other thing she did tell Jimmy is she, of course, has no regrets. She explained,
but it's been good, and a part of telling my story is taking ownership and
Yeah.
and then and not and just owning my truth, no matter what people say when they watch it. It doesn't matter, because and listen to my album, whatever people think when they listen to my album. I am so excited about these two projects, and I'm standing in such truth that nothing that anyone can say can shake me.
I feel like that sentence is so powerful in and of itself. I'm like, hello. She like speaks in song lyrics. I just am so inspired by that stance. Like literally, I have shared my truth. I am like living it. And she's just in such a solid place, I feel like.
So taking ownership and owning my truth, I feel like at the end of the day, that's all that matters to her. That's all that matters when this came out. And it couldn't be more apparent how true this is, because it just speaks volumes in so many ways. And I don't know, like you said, she's singing like song lyrics. It's all so powerful, and it's coming from a place of so much power and emotion. And I feel like as viewers, we could all feel that and see that. And it's just really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, she's gone through a lot of highs, a lot of lows. She's done a lot of healing. She's done a lot of work to get to where she is. And to be able to come out the other side of that and then share it with the world, I'm with her. She's got to feel invincible right now because she has seen it all. She has lived it all, and she's made it out the other side. So just very impressed with her and that journey, of course. She did, on a lighter note, talk about collaborating with Ariana Grande on this new album. She talked about how, obviously, I mean, they've known each other for years. She said this is something they've always wanted to do. They've always wanted to work together. She explained, quote, she's just been someone that's really, really supportive of my career. But when it came time for this album, I played her some of the songs. And she started writing Met Him Last Night with Demi in mind. So Ariana actually wrote that, played it for Demi, and said, I have this song. I want to help share your story. And basically what Demi explained is she thought Ariana sounded so incredible singing the song that she just asked, would you stay on the track? So I just feel like that is such an amazing story. Two powerful performers. I mean, two of the most talented singers out there right now. Like, just think of Ariana Grande sitting down and just like writing a song for Demi Lovato is like, for some reason, mind blowing to me. I think it's so cool. And then the fact that this collaboration was born out of just mutual respect and being impressed with each other's talents, I think it just adds a whole other layer to this song.
It's amazing. Like, imagine Ariana writing a song for you, and it's Ariana Grande, and for her to take this upon herself to write a song for Demi, to feel the things she was feeling, and just kind of did it out of an act of kindness. And then Demi hears it and it's like, no, I want you on the show or on the song also. It's just such a dynamic duo that also comes from a place of so much like truth and emotion and power. And they're both such great people who can really just belt. I can't wait to hear this. And I hope we get some more from them, because like now that I think about it, like that's a very strong, powerful duo. Some of the biggest women in pop culture music today. So that's fabulous.
Oh my gosh, I'm so with you. It's like you've given us something, give us more, on the edge of our seat. Like they are so unbelievably talented. I feel like anytime we see them together, it's just going to be incredible. I'm like thinking already about the first performance, if and when we get one of the two of them with this song, just absolutely amazing. You guys, on that note, that is everything we have to share with you as of right now. We, of course, want to know your thoughts on all of these stories. What do you make of them? What are you feeling? Let us know down in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future news recaps. As always, I'm Fiona Zaring. I was joined by the wonderful Avery Grooms. If you want to come say hi, our social media is on the screen right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.